أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الذين يأكلون الربا لا يقومون إلا كما يقوم الذي يتخبطه الشيطان من المس ذلك بأنهم قالوا إنما البيع مثل الربا وأحل الله البيع وحرم الربا فمن جاءه موعظة من ربه فانتهى فله ما سلف وأمره إلى الله ومن آدى فأولئك أصحاب النار هم فيها خالدون. Dear friends, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. I recited Surah Al-Baqarah, Ayat number 275. In this ayat, Allah tells us that usury and interest both are completely forbidden in Islam. So we read this ayat, then we understand more better, inshallah. Allah said, Allazina, those people who yakuluna, who consume riba, interest. Allazina yakuluna riba, those people who consume usury or interest, la yakumuna, they will not stand at the day of judgment, illa kama yakumul lazi, but like a person who stands yatakhabbatuhu shaitanu minal mas, yatakhabbatuhu shaitanu, who has been made insane by shaitanic touching. Minal mas, mas is like touch. Yatakhabbatuhu shaitanu minal mas, who has been made insane with the touch of shaitan. So we read this again. Allazina yakuluna riba la yakumuna illa kama yakumul lazi yatakhabbatuhu shaitanu minal mas. So allazina yakuluna riba, the people who consume interest, la yakumuna, they will not stand at the day of judgment, illa kama yakumul lazi, but like a person who has been yatakhabbatuhu shaitanu, who has been made, khabbat mean the insane, who has been made insane by shaitanic touch. Minal mas mean touch, who has been touched by shaitan. Zalika bi annahum, that is why, it means the reason of this one is, Allah is telling us now, qalu, because they say, innamal bay'u, that the trade or business transaction, mislu riba, is similar to the interest or usury. Innamal bay'u mislu riba, they said in fact the trade or business transaction is similar to the interest or usury. So this is the reason why those people, they deny and that they will stand at the day of judgment like insane with the touch of shaitan. Wa ahallallahu, and Allah made halal a bay'ah. Bay' mean business transaction or the trade. So Allah made trade or business transaction halal. Wa harram riba, and made haram the interest or usury. So usury or the interest is haram by Allah, and the business transaction or the trade is halal made halal by Allah. So it means the trade or business is lawful in Islam, but interest or usury is completely haram. Next, Allah said, "Faman ja'ahu," so the person who receives mu'izatam, this guidance min rabbihi, from his Lord, the person who gets this type of guidance from his Lord, it means the person who got this advice from Allah, fantaha, and he left the business of dealing in interest, falahu ma salaf, so whatever has been done in the past, wa amruhu ilallah, the all of that is before Allah, and hopefully Allah will forgive that person at the day of judgment, inshallah. Waman ada, and the person who will repeat it, it means repeat the business of dealing in interest or usury, so that person, Allah said, فَأُولَٰئِكَ أَصْحَابُ النَّارِ, and these are the people of the hell, hum fiha khalidun, and they will stay in it forever. It means these people, they will go to the hell then. So we read this ayat one time more. Allah said, "Allazina yakuluna riba la yakumuna illa kama yakumul lazi yatakhabbatuhu shaitanu minal mas. Zalika bi annahum qalu innamal bay'u mislu riba wa ahallallahu al-bay'a wa harrama riba. فَمَنْ جَاءَهُ مَوْعِظَةٌ مِّن رَّبِّهِ فَانْتَهَىٰ فَلَهُ مَا سَلَفَ وَأَمْرُهُ إِلَى اللَّهِ وَمَنْ عَادَ فَأُولَٰئِكَ أَصْحَابُ النَّارِ هُمْ فِيهَا خَالِدُونَ. So those people who consume interest will not stand normal at the day of judgment, but they will stand like a person who has been confounded to insanity by satanic intervention or satanic touch. So this is because of the reason that they say trade is just like the interest, but Allah has permitted the trade and forbidden interest. So whoever has received the advice of Allah, advice from Allah or guidance from Allah, so, and left all dealing of interest, so whatever he has done in the past, so his past performance in dealing interest is with Allah. But one who returns to dealing in interest or usury again, so those are the people of fire, and they will stay in the hell forever. So that is the Allah told us about that. So the main thing is that the interest or the this is like a increment in the borrowing or lending money paid in cash or in kind. So this way, when you have the bank accounts, mostly they say the same saving account, and mostly the saving account, they after the end of the year they have to add some interest in your account. If you look at the statement, there will be written that your money, it was, for example, £100, now it is 100 pound and 5p or something more. So some adding thing, the added thing is the interest which is inside that one. If you look at the bank statement, you will find that one. But you try to make your bank account free of interest, because we made like that, and you say the bank people that I don't want the interest and made my account interest free. Then it is good. But otherwise, the money that is coming into your account at the end of the year, so that like that interest that will be added into your account. And when you are drawing money from your account, and maybe that money will be in your account also. So, and when you spend that one and you buy something, so it means shatanic intervention, shatanic touch of that will be in that one, and you will suffer in disease or problem or illness, and you will have the difficulties, problems, and disobedience to Allah, and even illness and different type of other problems possible. So that is the way. So I advise that you have to make your bank account interest free. So interest free banking. Otherwise, the addition of the interest will make a problem for you in this life and life hereafter also. So interest is like, mostly you can see, this is the added income on the loan or lending. So like, for example, if you give money to someone as a owe, like you are giving money, person came to you and he need money for some reason, and you are giving to that person some money, and then at the end of the year, or when the person is just to return you, and you say, if you are giving £100, you say, you will have to give me back 110. So the £10 extra, that is the interest or usury. So you are receiving that one, which is haram completely. So according to Islam, the interest is interest-free banking, mean like whatever you will give a person as a lending money, so that lending money will be free of interest, and when he will give you back, you will take the same money whatever you gave to that person. For example, if the person is lending from you £100, and then he will pay back to you £100, so no extra money. So extra money is the interest. Similarly, for example, if you buy a house, like after paying, for example, £1 million, so after paying so much money, then you are just to give that house on rent to someone, and the person is paying rent money. That is fine, no problem. That is a good business. Allah allowed that one. But when you give £1 million to someone just to start the business, and you made agreement that then you will give me like from this money, you will pay money back to me also, and you have to pay the additional with that, like you make some percentage that you have to pay to me, so much percentage with that also. So you have to give me money back also, and you have to pay, for example, 50% back also. So for example, the person started the business and business flop and everything loss and money has gone waste, and what will be done? The person has no money problem, but he has to pay to you because you have made the agreement with him. So this person is not to pay that one because everything is lost. So Islam say that you have to make the agreement with someone and on the basis of profit and loss. So if the loss will be there, then you will also suffer the loss. So, but if you say no, I will take only the profit and no loss, but loss you will suffer, then it means you are getting only the profit, that is interest. So you are in a trouble then in this world and the world hereafter. So when you fix the money, like for example, if a person came to you, that the person say, okay, I have a problem, so I need some money in order to fulfill my problem, and give me £1,000. You give the £1,000 to the person, and after that you say, okay, when you pay me £1,000, if he said I will pay you after about a year, and you say, okay, when you pay me back, you have to pay me 1,100, because you have to pay it 100 above, because you are getting my money. So this 100 which is above the real amount, that is interest. If you will get from that person this money, it means you are getting the interest, the riba, and usury, or the interest. So you will have to suffer in this world and the world hereafter. So this way, this interest is not a good thing in our economy. Whatever you can see, the inflation, the rising prices of the things, so that is because of the rising interest. If the interest rate increases, the things become expensive because inflation. So increasing the interest rate makes the things more expensive because of inflation. So increasing interest rate, inflation increases. The other thing, when the inflation increases, then the unemployment is more. So more people are unemployed. And same like that, when more people are unemployed, automatically the poverty ratio will increase. So the vicious circle of poverty will increase because of that. So it means this is the interest or usury that makes the things more expensive, and also increase the unemployment, and also increase the vicious circle of poverty within the society. So the society become vulnerable and problem. And how can you live in that society in which sometime situation becomes so much poor that you have no any proper food for your family also, and you have a trouble, even you have no any luxuries, or you can say the all types of benefits of your life. So those those benefits will finish because of increasing interest rate, inflation, and unemployment, and vicious circle of poverty. So this way interest is not a good thing. So Allah knows everything. So this way Allah said, you are not allowed to deal in interest or usury. When the Holy Prophet ﷺ, he was going to Miraj, he has seen some people whose bellies were like the houses, and in the bellies there were snakes, and they were coming out from it. And Jibreel alayhi salam, who was with the Prophet ﷺ, and he said, these are the people who were dealing in interest and usury in the worldly life. So this hadith is from Musnad Ahmad and also Ibn Majah, and revealed by Abu Huraira radiyallahu ta'ala anhu. So this way, today you can see some places like in the Islamic countries, and different type of banks, they deal in interest with changing name. They say this is like a saving, so this is like a profit. So they invite the people to deposit money. So people, they come to deposit money in the bank, and after 6 months they have to pay back some amount to the people, like based on their agreement, 5%, 10%. So whatever they have deposit, the money of those people will stay in the bank, and bank uses that money for different project, and but then fix the amount of profit or saving, and they say this is your saving or your profit, and then after every 6 months the bank is just to pay back pay back to the persons and say this is your saving, this is your profit. But actually that is not a profit, not a saving, that is interest. So in many Muslim countries, that is the situation which is created by the banks, and to take money from the people and paying back to the people every 6 months or every year, and they say this is your uh, profit, or this is your saving. So the people, they become happy to get that one because of the changing the name. They don't know what is that. So actually this is cheating with the people, and that is the interest and which they are paying to the people in the name of saving or profit. Completely haram, and according to this ayat, according to Islam, so this is so much haram, and people, they are getting it, so they are getting haram. One hadith that is from Ibn Majah and revealed by Anas radiallahu ta'ala anhu, he said that the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, when a person is just to give money to someone, like, and the person who is lending money, he is not to give back any amount more than the amount of money. So it means if a person who borrowed 1,000 pound, so he will have to pay back 1,000 pound, not to pay extra money. That is the main thing. Similarly, you can see a lot of more examples in Islamic history, so which will tell you that this interest or usury is completely haram. And even in Islam, if a person who is borrowing money, he is not to pay back anything above the money. Like, for I told you that if a person is borrowing 100 pound, so he has to pay back 100 pound, and he is not to pay back 100 and something above. Above is no allowed. Similarly, even if they are willing to both they are willing, like the who has taken money or who is receiving money, both if they are agree, so they want to agree on the interest, so then interest is also haram. Because anything which is haram, and if two persons are agree, that thing not become halal. Like the bribery is haram. If two person who is giving and taking it, it will not become halal, but it will stay haram also. Even look, the sexual evil also, when the woman and the men, when they are even agree to do this type of evil, so that evil will not become halal. That will be haram also, and a punishable act also. So that is Islam, which clearly tells us everything also. And this interest is started from the Jews in Muslim society also. They were having this type of tradition in their society. Then they tried their best to create an Islamic society. But actually, if you look in the in the Torah, this interest was haram in Jews also, and also it is also haram in Bible if you look in Christianity also. So that is now is tradition throughout the world, which is a bad thing, that is making the making the life of the people like very crucial and very cruel. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he has seen the dream that there is a stream of blood, and in that one person is standing and he is moving in the bloody stream. And when he tries to come near the bank of it, and then another person who is at the corner, and he has stones, and he throws stones and hit the person with stone, and the stone that comes to hit the person on his head, and this person comes back to the stream again. So this person always stay in the stream of blood. And Jibreel alayhi salam, he said to Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam that the person who is staying in the stream of blood, so that is the person who was dealing in interest or usury. So this hadith is from Sahih Bukhari. So in one other hadith that is in Muslim and Muslim book of hadith, and that is revealed by Jabir radiallahu ta'ala anhu. The Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he sent down the curse on those people who are consuming the interest and who are giving the interest and who are writing the agreement papers. Those are also under curse. And who are the witness of that agreement of interest, so those are also in curse. And all of them, they are equal in this sinful activity. So this hadith is in Muslim, and the Prophet ﷺ, he said, and Allah's curse falls on the person who is consuming interest and the person who is giving interest, and the persons who are to make the agreement and writing on papers and putting the papers in the files also, and even the people who are witness of that agreement. So all are equally partner in this sinful activity. So this way, all these people, they are under curse. So this is the hadith Jabir radiallahu ta'ala anhu revealed, and that hadith is in Muslim, the hadith book, Sahih Muslim. So this way, we can see one other hadith which is in Musnad Ahmad, and that is revealed by Abdullah bin Hanzala radiallahu ta'ala anhu. And he said that the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he said that a person who is to consume 1 dirham money of the interest or usury, so that person is so much sinful, like he has done sexual intercourse with 36 people, like 36 times. So in hadith, the words of hadith is like that this person who has consumed 1 dirham of money, he is that person who has done sexual intercourse 36 times. So much sinful is the consuming of interest money. Similarly, one other hadith that is in Mishkat and revealed by Abu Huraira radiallahu ta'ala anhu, and he said that the interest has 7 parts, like 7 sinful categories. So if you look the sinful, how much sinful is the interest or usury, so it can be divided into 70 parts. And the lighter of that one is so much sinful that a person is to do sexual evil with his mom. So much sinful is that. So this hadith is revealed by Abu Huraira and is in the Mishkat. Similarly, you can see this interest. It brings selfish hatred in our society. So the people, they become greedy of their money. No sympathy, no merciful, nothing at all. So they are just for money. So that is, the society becomes so much crucial, or society becomes like a cruel, or for the people who are poor people and the needy people, they are under trouble, and the people who have wealth or money, they becomes more wealthy and more wealthy also with the passage of time. So this type of activity which is on the basis of interest and usury, it makes the society uneven. So this way it is not allowed. You can see one other hadith that is in Ibn Majah, revealed by Abu Huraira radiallahu ta'ala anhu, and he said the interest or usury is a comprehensive collection of 70 evils, and the smallest evil or smallest sin of that is to do the sexual evil with the mom. So much sinful this interest and usury. So this way Allah said in this ayat, what we learn from from this ayat, that Allah said, فَمَنْ جَاءَهُ مَوْعِظَةٌ مِّن رَبِّهِ, and when it came to the person the guidance from Allah that you have to leave the interest that is haram, فَانْتَهَا, and if he left the business of interest, فَلَهُ مَا سَلَفَ, whatever has been done in the past, وَأَمْرُهُ إِلَى اللَّهِ, so that all situation, everything of that is before Allah and the person. Hopefully Allah will forgive at the day of judgment. But Allah said, وَمَنْ آدَى, and if the person is just to repeat this business of interest and usury, so the person who even after receiving the guidance of Allah, if the person is just to continue that business, فَأُولَٰئِكَ أَصْحَابُ النَّارِ, then these people are the people of hell. So they will go to the hellfire, hum fiha khalidun, and they will have to stay there forever. So this is too much punishment for those people. So this way is we understand today that usury or interest is completely haram. If any Muslim person is under this business, so he or she has to leave it, and because this is a command of Allah that interest is completely haram, and business or trade is lawful, so we have to do trade or business, but we have to leave the interest if someone is involved in this one. And if we have the accounts in our bank, and we have to look the accounts of our bank, we have to make them make our accounts interest free. So interest free banking is available throughout the world, and in HSBC, Barclays, different other banks also, even in Islamic countries also, but we have to look at and say the bank people that we want interest free banking and change this one. So you go to the bank and say them, they will do it, inshallah. Then the money you will use, that will be interest free. Otherwise, when you are using the money from your card, bank card, anywhere, automatically that money is taking the interest which is putting by the bank people every year, every 6 months in your account. So that will be present in that one also. When you using the card, that will come into active position and will be used, and the money and the things which you are buying from that one, automatically that will have the influence of interest and usury, and then you will suffer because of that, problems, difficulties, and even disobedience of the family members, and even the illness within the family. So all these problems will come because of this interest influence that is present in the money from which you are buying something. So in this way you have to make your interest free banking, so that will be better, inshallah. Then your purchase by your card will be halal, inshallah. Allah will give us tawfiq to understand and to act upon what Allah said. Ameen.